we're going to bring out... I never thought we'd be using Wobbuffet this much, but let's bring out Wobbuffet. As long as this doesn't confuse us and we hear ourselves in confusion. We get the Miracle. Doesn't quite kill. As long as it doesn't confuse us and we hear ourselves in confusion, this one will take down the Alakazam. Well, never would have guessed that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for the first time since the last time, it is that time, right about that time, for your favorite Pokemon challenge and mine. My name is Sebastian Todd III. You may call me ST3, and this is the LeafGreen Randomizer Nuzlocke episode 7. It is the second series on the channel, but far from the last. And if you are enjoying your time on the channel, you are enjoying the series, please hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be notified when these episodes go up. We're trying to get them up about 5 p.m. every single night. We will see behind the scenes. It is Friday. If the episode 4 went up by 5 p.m., as we are doing a day of recording. We are bulk recording. This is the 4th episode we're recording today, as we are trying to get ahead with the weekend that you just experienced. Happy Monday to you all. I hope your week gets off to a strong start. We're going to get off to a strong start by looking at the team we had. A lot of interesting stuff happened in the previous episodes. So if you haven't seen episode 6 yet, it went up yesterday, Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to those who celebrate. Let me be the last, I guess, to wish it to you this year. But if you missed it, go check it out, because spoiler alerts, a lot of things happened in that episode. But here's the team as we go through what happened. We have Taz, our level 23 Omanite, with Pressure for an ability. The moves Water Gun, Withdraw, Giga Drain, and Bite. We have Broticon, level 24 Quilava, with Quick Attack, Leer, Smokescreen, and Ember for moves, and the ability of Clear Body. We have Patrick, 2, the Sand Streaming Armaldo, with the moves Scratch, Aurora Beam, Mudsport, and Water Gun. We have Danders, level 13 Furo, with Peck, Growl, Leer, and Fury Attack, and Levitate, which doesn't really help us, but doesn't hurt us either, so we take that. We have Easter, the level 18 Flaffy with Overgrow, which will change in about 12 levels or so when it evolves into Ampharos. Right now the moves Tackle, Growl, Thundershock, and Thunder Wave. And then we have our friend and our foe, Buffet, the Wobbuffet, Counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, and Destiny Bond, and the ability Swift Spin. If you didn't see episode 6, here's the big spoiler. We had Denny P 67.2, the Scizor. We had Paralyzed Wobbuffet. We had leered it down. We were trying to be really careful. It got fully parried a couple times. It went for Mirror Coat a bunch. We finally pulled the trigger and said, let's risk it. We went for False Swipe to try to get it down so we could catch it easier. And of course, it countered. It took down Denny P67.2. So Denny P67 is 2 of the 3 deaths we've had in this series. We apologize to you, Denny P67, for that. But we will find a way to make it up eventually here. We will. Today's episode, we are going to try to get through the SSN. We're going to go through every room. I don't remember which ones are and which ones aren't trainers, but we're going to battle them all, see what we can't do. And depending on how quickly we get through the SSN, we may take on the gym. We may save that for episode 8. But yes, today is Monday, April 10th. Thank you for tuning in to the series. I do hope that you are enjoying the series so far. As I said before, if you are, hit the like button. And our episode 7 reminder, drink your water. Not sponsored by any. But water is a super important part of your day. So please remember to drink your water. We now have a grass-type Poliwhirl because Poliwhirl has color change. We don't really have anything that we can... I guess we do. We could have water gunned it, turned it into a water type, and then hit it with Giga Drain, but didn't think of that until just this very second. And of course, Das is now asleep, so that's fine. Whenever we wake up, we should take it down right here. And we do. Right there. Good enough. Tyler, thanks for playing Pokemon with us. We are going to put Brodicon back in the front. Taz is a great closer. We're going to keep the experience share on Easter because a Ampharos eventually will be phenomenal. We've got about 12 levels to go before that. I think Doom Desire is a steel move, which would just be ironic after losing our steel type Pokemon near the end of episode 6. It is. That's okay. It is what it is. You're a trainer, right? That's okay. Yeah, happy Monday. I hope your Monday was phenomenal. If it is Monday when you're watching this, and if it's not, I hope whatever day it is for you was wonderful. One of the reasons we are both recording is today's the day I start my new position, so I imagine it went well. I know I'm super excited for it. From conversations with the new employers, they are super excited to have me, it seems. So, be one of 3 new people doing what we'll be doing, kind of creating the team from scratch, which is, I haven't met the other 2 yet, but super excited to be part of a team, super excited to be on the ground floor coming in with it. I think that'll be a ton of fun to be part of that right from the get-go. So I'm anticipating that by the time you see this, wherever I am at the moment you're watching this, I just have a giant smile on my face and I'm super happy to be doing what I'm doing now. Which, as I've said, I think in the previous series, maybe in this one, but the new role is going to be helping students, especially new students to the university. Once they've been accepted, once they've committed, I will kind of be their number one resource. Anything and everything that they have questions on, I'll make sure that they either I can answer that and help them get it done, or I can point them in the right direction to get what they need. So, which is going to be great too, to just learn about the different passions and desires of so many young folks and just do whatever I can to help guide them on their path. I think that's. I'm not super old. I'm 34, but one of the things that I'm starting to believe more and more as I get older is that one of my greatest skills, one of the things that I am um, happiest doing, is helping others. I've always been happy helping others. I call it being selflessly selfish. But I also think that's one of the things that where I can make a good impact on the world that I'm in. The legacy I believe can be less about me and more about how did I help other people reach their full potential. So I think this is going to be a great way to do that. Just having those conversations, listening, being there, being honest with them, all that is going to be just really beneficial, I think, and yeah, super excited. So like I said, wherever I am at the moment you're watching this, I am probably super stoked as we speak. Not super stoked that we have been leech seeded by Venusaur. Definitely not super stoked that we have been put to sleep by Venusaur. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to switch out. Part of me wanted to throw Wobbuffet in there. And just, all right, Buffet, go get it. But that would be a little cheeky, especially since we haven't seen a real attacking move until just there. Sandstorm should help us if nothing else. So only has Vine Whip for an attacking move. Everything else is just annoying. But we have Aurora Beam. I don't think the Sandstorm will take it down. It would be nice if it did. That would just be convenient for us. It's not. Leech Seed to us isn't fun, but we should be able to take it down right here. And we do. Easter gets a ton of experience. It gets to level 20. Grimpig. In Gen 3, dark moves are special. Grumpig definitely has Mirror Coat. So I am afraid to do what I'm about to do. Okay, I feel better about that because it's going to hit us first. Hopefully, wow, that did a lot. Hopefully Bite does a lot more. It does not. Rough Skin hurts us. Sandstorm rages and hurts it. But another side beam like that will do really good damage. So we are going to heal up. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to bring in Wobbuffet. Because Wobbuffet can eat some hits here. Sidewave is a roll. Wow, that did a ton. Wobbuffet's going to be hurt by this. We really not trying to lose Boba Fett. I'm not trying to sack Boba Fett down. In fact, we'll probably heal up a little bit. We don't outspeed, so that made this useless. No, it didn't. That made it perfect. That worked out exactly the way I wanted to. I don't know why I thought I had to go first for that to work. Alright, Buffett. Alright. We got lucky there that it worked the way it's supposed to. I think this person heals us. Yes, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We'll take on some more battles. Going back to the idea of like legacy and all that, I think it is important that people, we all be honest with ourselves because we all have strengths, we all have passions, we all have weaknesses, and we all know what our weaknesses are. Like, we're not naive to ourselves. So I think it's important to be honest with yourself. Know what makes you happy. Um, know how you can help others. And that's what we should be, I think, pursuing. The burn is going to help us a ton there because it's going to weaken its attack. Look at that. Did a lot. The weakening did a lot. Like, he was doing a lot more damage with the first arm thrust. And we can just quick attack the Hariyama down. We can heal back up before we move on to the next level of the SSN. Get another level on Easter. Silcoon can't do anything to us. We are super effective against it. Boom. And Gentleman Thomas, thank you for your time. Thank you for your effort. Heal. Do, do, do. Alright, so floor 1, all set. Down here should be a handful of fun items for us. There's some money. We will definitely sell that eventually. Probably end up selling that. Actually, that's really good. That can get us through quicker. Deep sea scale. I think that does anything. I don't think any of these people do anything for us, so we will move on. But some decent items there. Excuse me. Let's get one of these trainers out here. Like I said, we're going to try to beat every battle we can in here. Get the experience that we want. Get some extra money so we can buy some more potions and Pokeballs as we need them. It is nice to have Easter on the team, one of my favorite electric types. So quickly off the top of my head, might be my favorite electric type. Ampharos. Good hitter. Slow. Absolutely slow. But a good move pool. Good electric type. You get it relatively early in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Gold and Silver, Platinum. We know Cyndaquil has Drought. And I was just thinking of that as we moved Taz in to Water Gun it down, but that is okay. We are still super effective, probably just 2 hits rather than a one shot. If we were an Omastar, I would think maybe we could take it down with one throughout the drought, but that's okay. Burn, which I was afraid of, but I didn't want to say it because in this series, if I say it, it happens. If it's bad, if it's something that would benefit us that hasn't happened yet, if you need some proof, uh, go back to the last episode, listen to me talk about the fact that he hadn't gone for counter yet, the Wobbuffet that is, and trying to stall out so I could see a counter come, and then finally giving in, and of course counter comes after I give in, and we hit it, and then we lose our Scizor. Such is life, and that is part of the fun of Pokemon, and part of the fun of a Nuzlocke is stuff like that. Wobbuffet is definitely a lock ender. Um, Definitely plenty of times I or others have lost Pokemon locks or Nuzlocks because of a Wobbuffet. Um, in the wild, it's one thing because yeah, we could have run away. Maybe we could have thrown some Pokeballs just to see once it was paralyzed, take our chances. But we want to put ourselves in the best opportunity, give ourselves the best chance, best position is what I was trying to think of there. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. What I feel worse is that it's now twice in this series that we have had a Pokemon named after Denny P67, who is a subscriber on the channel and comments um, on the channel, as you should too if you are enjoying it. Join the conversation. But it's twice now that we've named something after Denny P67 and subsequently lost it. So maybe not to be lost is the fact that one of her first comments was that Diglett's her favorite Pokemon, and if we catch one, we should name it Wormmelon. We did in the last series. We didn't end up using it, but that lived. So her favorite Pokemon, we haven't taken that out yet. Here we're going to do some big game plays. We are going to throw in our Rock type that has Sandstream because Slacking is no joke. With a randomized ability, Slacking is practically legendary type Pokemon. So we'll get some chip damage off. We will put in something that is it's not super effective. Normal's not super effective against anything. It's not even neutral against us. So we'll do less damage to us. We can chip it away with some scratches, some sandstorms. We might try Aurora Beaming just to see if that does anything. Yawn is annoying. Let's see if more physical or special defensively here. Not as much as I'd like. We're gonna do it again. Oh, it's got slack off. A fighting type would be phenomenal right here. Well, we don't have one. The critical hit is nice. The attack drop is what it is. It can slack off again, though, and gain more of its ability. So know what? Let's try this. Let's see if we can be cheeky. The sandstorm will hit both of us now. Smart move. We could have maybe gone for safeguard, but that's okay. Obviously, nothing to counter there. We're going to try counter again because I think the only moves it's going to have are normal types, so like scratch, basically. I'm guessing it goes for slack. Yeah, I'm guessing slack off. No, it encored us, which is fine. We were going to go for counter anyway. Of course, we're about to fall asleep. So I think we're going to use an awakening on our next turn. Or we're not. I pray we wake up. Okay, fast asleep. See, I think what slacking is banking on is that we're going to stay asleep. It's going to be able to scratch us a few times. I just need to predict when it goes for slack off so I can heal as well. I'm guessing it's going to be right around here. That's my guess. How weak are we? Yeah, let's do a super potion. Nope, it tried to yawn, so that doesn't do anything for either of us. You know, if Buffet wants to just hang in here and be bulky and let the sandstorm take down the slacking, I'm okay with it. I mean, yeah, it doesn't make for the most exciting of, moments, but we're just trying to make it work. Encore fails, we're asleep, and we're going to stay asleep for a while, but that's okay. It's almost certainly going to go for slack off at some point, right? It's not just going to sit here and let the sandstorm take it down. So if we wake up, we're going to go for safeguard so it can't put us back to sleep. Well, the sandstorm do more damage. If it doesn't slack off right here, it's only got one or two more times before that takes it down. Encore, so can't get our counter off, but the sandstorm will come back in handy. It yawned us. It threw. It had slack off and never once used it. The sandstorm takes it down, so Wobbuffet just stalls it out, which we will accept. We will take it. A win is a win is a win. Coughing coming in. Might have like explosion or self-destruct. I don't think it does this early. So we'll go to our strongest Pokemon with our strongest move, and we crit it. Alright, well that worked out well for us. Easter gets some more experience points. Fisherman Dale goes down. Hey, we're the monkeys. Gentleman Brooks sends out Carvana. Carvana Unana. And we are going to send out Taz. Because Carvana is super effective against Protocon. Ooh, that did a lot more than I thought it would, but Giga Drain's going to get us a lot of health right back, so not going to lose too much sleep over that one. Especially since we one-shot the Carvana. And we beat Gentleman Brooks. Ooh, we get a Shell Bell. Not use. We want to give. Give the Shell Bell right to Protocon. Why not? Would a Shell Bell work on a Wobbuffet if it does hit? Because it usually is when you get some damage on the other Pokemon. But unless Counter or Mirror Coat kicks in, the Shell Bell would be useless, wouldn't it? That's my thought. What do I know? I am not a Pokemon master. Nincada. Bug and ground. That was weird. Oh, Shell Bell. I was like, what is happening to Broticon? Far from evolving. Let's use Easter. We'll take the Stab Electric move. We have 3 turns now to take this down or get out ourselves. I think it forgets that it's the last Pokemon, so we can theoretically just start switching out and it will eventually go down itself, but pretty sure we can take it down quicker than that. Double Slap lives up to its name for once. Two and two. Hypnosis kicks in, so we will switch out because we're not playing this game. We're not losing Easter to a Parish song. Bring in Taz and let the Politude take itself out. Politude? That's when you encounter a grumpy Politoed. Politude. That's when you encounter a grumpy Politoed. Easy for me to say, it becomes a Politude. Alright, well, its own Parish song does it in. But we won't complain because we get the dub. And that's what's important for us right now. And we get the green shard. It's an item in the game, so. Gentleman Lamar would like to battle. I bet he would. The question is, what team will he battle for? Is it going to be the Ravens? Is it going to. Oh, wait, sorry, different Gentleman Lamar. We're going to heal up with our shell. We're going to disappear into the Shell Bell for a second and get a little bit of health back before we take the Confusion. And we get confused, which is not ideal. We're going to try to Ember through it. Must be at speed tie since we outsped, or we got the first hit. Well, we quick attacked anyway. And we hurt ourselves in confusion, naturally. So let's bring in Taz the closer. And try to close out this Pokemon battle. Another confusion. So you know what? We're going to bring out. I never thought we'd be using Wobbuffet this much, but let's bring out Wobbuffet. As long as this doesn't confuse us and we hear ourselves in confusion. We get the Miracle. Doesn't quite kill. As long as it doesn't confuse us and we hear ourselves in confusion, this one will take down the Alakazam. Well, never would have guessed that. What did that say, Doug Trio? Did say Doug Trio. No growl, but that's okay. Hey, it does one shot. We want that because that gets us a lot of our health back. I don't think there's anybody in the last room, which is good because we can go heal. There's one more floor worth of Pokemon, or worth of people to battle, which we want to do before we. Oh, there's 2 more doors. Before we encounter the rival. Nothing? Yeah. So we're going to go down, we're going to heal, we're going to battle everybody else on the other floor. It's going to be a little bit longer of an episode than we've been doing in this session so far. Nothing from her. All right. That's okay. Like I said, we wanted to make the SSN its own episode. And then we can start the next episode with the gym and making our way toward the dark tunnel, which will be difficult in this game without Flash. But we'll get through it. It's not much different from the tunnel in red and blue, so Dodrio comes out first. We're fully back, healed up, ready to go. So it's Ember, our strongest move on our strongest Pokemon. Two Embers takes down the Dodrio. And the Shobo. Oh, gets us so close to fully healed, but that's alright. Pidgeot. We do have an Ice type move on Patrick too. We could have switched in. Maybe if there's a third bird coming, we will. Be nice to have a Rock type move eventually on Patrick 2 or on Taz, but we've been making this work, so we're going to keep it going. See how much damage the burn does. Not enough. We'll quick attack and get rid of the Pidgeot. We'll heal up a little with the Shell Bell. Easter to level 24. We're definitely bringing in Patrick for this. It's the only move we have that's super effective right now against any kind of dragon. So Patrick 2 and Aurora Beam will be the way to go. I suppose we could wrap up relatively soon and then finish the SSN in the next episode. Finish the SSN, take down the gym. That probably does make sense. Let's at least beat this room before we wrap up. Now we can keep these to like 30, 35-minute episodes. Get the last one recorded, at least the last one we're going to do today, not the last one overall. So I think that's what we're going to do. Makes sense to me. Plus, it's an Amber, so it's a nice, quick, easy takedown of that. Beautiful. Plus, I still need to edit the first episode we recorded today, which would have been Friday's episode last week, so that we can get that uploaded on time for Friday. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to heal up, we're going to wrap up, and then we'll finish the SSN, take on the gym. Bunch of trainers to the right we can do. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, until next time.